Good morning. If you've noticed, things have changed a little bit in this room, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it, and it's going to be great. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to sit right here. Whoa, the sun is shining on me. And I'm going to wait for our friends to get here. Oh, there's a friend here. Hello, friend. Good morning. Welcome to Circle Time. It's Circle Time. It's Monday. We've got lots to do today and lots to talk about. You've probably noticed, if you're a friend who's watched this before, or, you know, if you're a friend who is going to go back and watch the other ones of these that were made before, this room looks a little bit different today, doesn't it? We kind of moved some things around. We used to do Circle Time over there on that wall, and there were 2 chairs and a table, and I moved it all over to here, and I put our alphabet back up there. So don't worry, everything that we need is still here with us. Everything we need, we've still got. It's just moved into a little bit of a different place. So it's a good thing, really. Good morning, Matteo and Alice and Massimiliano, who is going to be a new mini master in January, which is so exciting. We can't wait. Massimiliano, it's going to be so fun. Oh, we can wait. We're looking forward to it. Good morning from Harrison, and happy Star Wars Day. That's right. Good morning, Harrison, and may the 4th be with you, my friend. Good morning, Mom. My mom is here watching along with us this morning, like she is most mornings. If you would like to say hello to her, you could do that right now, and you could say, hello, Miss Karen. So for those of you just getting here, welcome back to Circle Time. It is, good morning from Davin and Fio. Good morning, Davin, and good morning, Fio. I was just about to talk a little bit more about how our room changed a little bit. You might notice Circle Time looks a little bit different today, but it's okay. I just moved some furniture in my house this weekend because it's springtime and it's getting really close to summer, and I wanted to clean a little bit, and I also wanted to kind of, after wintertime where I was so sleepy and it was dark and I was in my house a lot, I wanted to go through all my stuff and make sure that I still wanted it, or that I still use it, or that it's still something that makes me feel happy instead of something that's just kind of here just because I forgot to get rid of it. So I did that this weekend, and I feel very nice, and I think that this is going to be a nice time because see, what happened is that I did kind of move everything around from Circle Time. I moved our letters, I moved our spring sign, and I moved all the pictures that go with the letters, and I moved our table and that chair and the guitar and the plant, and I moved all that stuff around, but it's okay because we still have everything we need to do Circle Time and for it to be fun. So it looks a little bit different. It might change even more, who knows? But right now, it's okay that it changed because the things that we need to stay the same stayed the same. Like, I'm still here, and the letter A for Apple is still here, right? So we got it. No stress and no worries. We'll get through this shift together. Good morning, Miss Ann. Miss Ann is here. Miss Ann is here, and she can still comment, which is very exciting. So everyone say hi, Miss Ann, right? Now say hi, Miss Ann. Good morning, Emmy Lou. Good morning. How are you, sister? Oh, man, I miss all of you. But that's okay, because you're here right now, and I'm here right now. And in exactly 1 minute, we are going to get started and sing our Circle Time song. So, if you need to get an instrument, if you need to go get your older brother, make sure he's here for this. If you need to get a cool, cozy pair of socks because your tootsies are cold, go do that now. Come right back. When you get back, we will sing our Circle Time song. If you don't have an instrument, it's okay. You can use your hands to clap. You can stomp your feet. Or you could just sing, la 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 la. And if you don't want to make the music, you can just dance and jam to it. That's okay. Good morning, Graham. I love the blue heart you sent. Thank you so much. We're about to sing our Circle Time song, so everybody get ready. I'm going to do it from up here today. I'm going to be, farther away from you than I usually am, but it's okay because the song is still going to play. Are we ready? I'm gonna move this beautiful cup that Ken and Jay Wade gave me for Christmas that I drink water out of. Thank you so much to the Wade family. It's the perfect amount of water in there because it's a lot. Okay, are we ready to sing our Circle Time song? I think so. Here we go. You are in your house and I am in mine, but that doesn't mean we can't have circle time. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Henry, Iqbal, Miles, and Adelaide. Good morning, Tuck. Good morning, Emmy, Graham, and Reed, Ken, and Jay. Good morning, Catherine and Harrison, too. Good morning, Mateo and Calvin. Woo! Let's sing some songs and learn some stuff, or just have fun, guess that's enough. Welcome to Circle Time on the internet, where we are. It's interesting, see, because I'm here in my house and you're there in your house. But we also are both on the internet. We're looking at a TV screen or a computer screen or something like that. That's pretty magical. Can't see it, but it's still happening, right? Right, let's look at our list of to-dos today, the things we need to do and talk about. Circle time. It is Monday. It is also May, which we talked about last week, I think. Last week it was April. That was the name of the month that we were existing in. And then we went to sleep on May 30th. Oh. And then we woke up the next day. Oh, good morning. And you know what? That day was May. And so I've taken down our letters that spelled the month April, A-P-R-I-L, and I've put up the letters that spell the current month, which is May, M-A-Y, May. Happy May, everyone. So I wanted to let you know about that. But the first thing on our to-do list, after we've seen it's May 4th, May the 4th be with you to my Star Wars families and friends. If you are celebrating, like our friend Harrison, you could say to people today, May the 4th be with you. Let's see. Say hi. Hi. Check. Sing our Circle Time song. We just did it from our chair in our new space. It was really awesome. It was amazing. I had fun. I hope you had fun. Check. Oh, it's time to sing about the weather, my friends. Are you ready? I can't hear you. I need you to tell me. Are you ready to sing about the weather? Oh, you are. Amazing, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right now. Oh, what's the weather like today? Oh, what's the weather like today? Is it sunny or rainy or cloudy or snowy? Oh, what's the weather like today? Beautiful. I'm so excited to talk about the weather today because it's snowing outside. And so I'm excited to talk about how we're going to get our winter coats and our hats and our gloves and our scarves. Well, maybe you have to like knit a scarf for Wally or something so he doesn't get cold. And we're really excited because it's snowing out. It's really cold outside and it's snowing and you need gloves so your fingers don't get cold because it's so cold out. What? What are you saying over there? It's not snowing? I know, I'm just teasing with you. I'm really happy. It's really beautiful outside today. Not that snow isn't beautiful. Snow is beautiful weather too, but it's a whole other type of beautiful today I'm very excited about. So let's check in with Wally. Wally's gone again. Wally, oh gosh, Wally must have gotten lost when I moved all the furniture and the Mini Masters stuff around. I was like, it's okay, and we have everything we need, but I forgot about Wally. Do you see Wally anywhere? He's not in here. He's not in his big blue house. Let's see, I'll look on the back. Look at his backyard. No, it's just a blank whiteboard back there, and then maybe we could... No, he's not here. Do you see this? Oh, that sun is real bright, huh? Bouncing on my coffee table. Let me move back. I don't see him anywhere. Do you see Wally anywhere? Could you possibly even have any idea as to where Wally is hiding from us? What? it was from H Day. I remember we talked about Harrison, Henry, Hart. I'm looking for Wally, the weather dog. Oh, he's on the other side? He's this way? He's over here? Wait. Wally! Oh, Wally, what are you doing in my aloe plant? Silly Wally. All right, let's put Wally back in his house. Right there. Oh, there you go, Wally. So comfy, cozy. Now, this day is much like many other days in that it is, in fact, today. So we can put today right up here. And it is also, much like many other days, today is Monday. So that's the name of this specific day, is Monday. You could say it's today, because that is true. Or you could say it is Monday, because that is also true. So we will put Monday right there. Perfect. And now, if you have a window nearby you, mine is right behind you, which is why you can see the sun shining on me so much. Go ahead and look outside your window if you haven't been outside yet today. You know, take your eyeballs and look and see what's going on out there. Look at the grass. Look at the sky. Look at the trees. And do you think, after you've looked outside, that we should, we need to put some weather in the sky? Do you think we should put a sun up there? Because it's so sunshiny and bright. The sun is shining today through the sky. Or should we put some raindrops? Because it's drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, falling from the sky. What do you think? Sunshine or raindrops? Make sure you look outside and check, because it was really rainy last night, but right now I'm not so sure. And you know, maybe where you live, the weather is different, but where I live, yep, I think you're right. I think we should put some sunshine up there, because it is so sunshiny right now. It's so beautiful. You know what? It is so sunshiny. See, do you see the sun shining on my face right now? Oh. It is so sunshiny that I think we should put 2 suns up in the sky, because I think it's going to be very sunshiny, at least for a big part of today. Ooh. Now, let's see. Wally, if Wally wanted to go outside, it is getting warmer every single day. It is spring. It is almost summer. That's right. So we're getting to a point in time where the air outside is going to be warm enough that if Wally just wore his tank top and shorts, he would be totally comfortable and totally warm. He wouldn't be too cold. Now, I don't think we're there yet. I think Wally needs one piece of clothing today. I think Wally needs his pants, his jeans. So we will give him his jeans. And just because it has been rainy, just in case it rains, we'll give him his umbrella, but we'll put it down like that. So he's like carrying it just in case he needs it. And with that, Wally, do you have everything you need? Oh, yeah, he said he's ready to go have a good day. So everyone say, bye, Wally. Good job. And now say to dog, say, woof, 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 Wally. Amazing. Amazing weather work, my friends. So let's check in with our list of to-dos. We said hi, check. Sang our circle time song. It was amazing, check. Sang about the weather. Found Wally in my aloe plant where he had hitched a ride from the journey from that wall to this wall when I moved everything around this weekend, check. And now it's time to talk about another letter. Oh, yeah. Now, first, before we talk about our brand new letter today, why don't we go through our old letters? Not our old letters, but the letters we already learned. They're not old. They're forever. Okay, so I'm going to get up and we can go through them and talk about them a little bit more, just so we all get on the same page. Remember, as we've been looking at them, they've looked a little bit different than this. So if your brain likes to learn through pictures, this might seem a little challenging, but that's okay. You know all these, and I'm going to help you remember them right now. So we've got first the letter A for apple. Second, we have the letter B for bumblebee, a buzz buzz. Third, we have the letter C, and when we learned about C, it made a hard C sound like cat. We learned about the letter D for dino. We learned about the letter E for elephant. We learned about the letter F for flower. We learned about the letter G for grapes. We learned about the letter H for heart, where our love lives. Ah, so sweet. We learned about the letter I for ice, or I like me. We learned about the letter J for jet plane, flying away. And we also learned about the letter K for kite, also flying away. Now let's go back over here to where the rest of them are. The next letter is L. Can you see it? I think you can. L for love. Can you only see part of it? Let's see. Oh, no, you can see the whole thing. Perfect. Okay. L for love. We talked about M for mustache. We talked about N for number 9. 9. We talked about the letter O for owl. We talked about the letter P for pineapple. We talked about the letter Q for queen bee. We talked about the letter R for, that's right, rainbow. And we talked about the letter S for Spinosaurus. Now today we are talking about a brand new letter. And if you want to see that letter, I need you to clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, and freeze! Our new letter is the letter T. Woo! That's right, the letter T. T. This is a big T. This is a little t. Big T.
That's a little t, little baby t.
This is a big T.
And this is a little teeny tiny little bitty t.
Now, T makes the sound T. T. Can you say T? Good job. That's kind of funny. It kind of sounds like maybe somebody is annoying you or someone says something that you know is wrong and you say T. That's kind of funny. I like that. But we're going to talk about some very cool words that start with the letter T today. And one of them is one of my favorite words because it's one of your names. And that name is tuck. Tuck. T-U-C-K. Tuck. Our friend Tuck spells his name with a T. T words are everywhere, even in our class. It's pretty cool. Now, the second word, because the first word is tuck that I wanted to talk about, the second word begins with the letter T is trees. Oh, what? Yes, trees. Tree. Say tree. Good job. You've known how to say that word for a long time, haven't you? Now, I drew two different types of trees here, and you may be asking yourself, Miss Meg, why did you draw two different types of trees? Hello, Adelaide. Good morning, Adelaide. I've just seen Adelaide's mom said hello from Adelaide. So, hi, Adelaide. Welcome back to Circle Time. We're talking about the letter T, and we're talking about trees right now. Now, I've drawn two different looking kinds of trees. They look different than one another, don't they? This one has big green leaves that kind of go out and almost look kind of fluffy from far away. And it has a big trunk that's really wide around. It's like a big circle that goes all the way down into the ground, and you can see all of the roots going down. Now this tree, it's kind of tall and skinny, and its leaves almost kind of look like sticks or like little green needles, right? These are two different types of trees. And the reason that I drew two different types of trees is because every single tree you've ever seen your whole life long, and every single tree you're ever gonna see ever again your whole life long, fits into two categories. Now, categories is like a group. It means a group of things that all have that are all kind of the same. Now, the two different types of groups, I'm going to tell you, they have some very big words. But I think that you will be able to say it, especially if you do our trick where I'm teaching you a new word and you look at my mouth when I say it, okay? The verse is deciduous. Can you say deciduous? Deciduous. Great job. Even if you only said do, that's amazing because your brain is starting to store that away. And later, when you're in like 2nd grade and you start talking about this, it's going to be really easy for you to learn because we talked about it right now. Deciduous trees look like this most of the time. Now, deciduous is a very, very, very fancy word that means a tree that loses its leaves in the fall. Deciduous tree is any tree you see that has leaves falling from it. And that's it. So that's like a whole bunch of kinds of trees, like maple trees or oak trees. There's so many, like ash trees or birch trees, probably trees that are in your yard. Now the other kind of tree over here, this one that looks like it has the needles on it, it does not lose its leaves, ever. Some leaves might fall off, but once a year, for deciduous trees, all of their leaves fall off at once, and when you look at them, it looks like just a big, tall stick. You know, when you see a tree and it just kind of looks like a big, tall stick with no leaves on it, that's a deciduous tree. This type of tree might lose a few leaves throughout the week, kind of how we shed hair sometimes, but it never, ever, ever has no leaves on it, and that is called a coniferous tree. I know, it's another funny word. Can you say that? I bet you can. Can you say coniferous? Good job. Coniferous. Coniferous. Now that just means any tree that doesn't lose its leaves. And usually coniferous trees have leaves that look like spikes or little needles, like a pine tree or a cedar tree or a juniper tree. Or like I think a hemlock. These are all sorts of trees, all kinds of trees. But every single type of tree can fit into one of those two groups, coniferous or deciduous. Now this has been some pretty advanced stuff, my friends. This is stuff that you usually don't talk about with your teacher till you're in like 2nd grade or something, 2nd or 3rd grade. But by the time you get there, you're already going to know this stuff. And if you don't remember it right away, it'll store in your brain easier because we're talking about it now. And I know how good you are at saying words that I say. So I thought that could be useful information for you to learn the word deciduous, which means leaves fall off, and coniferous, which means leaves stay on and look like little needles. Well, that was an interesting thing you might like to know. Now, our final word that begins with the letter T is very exciting. Now, this is something that we as mini masters, we love. Pretty much every single one of us loves this thing. But especially lately, I heard last week, after our sing-along, in which I said our friend Mateo liked sharks, he said it'd been a while since I've seen him. Now he likes this other thing. A little bit, maybe more than he used to like sharks. And I know that you like it too, even if your name's not Mateo. That's right. Today, on Monday, T-Day, we are talking about trains. Oh, yeah. Train. Can you say train? I know you can say train. I've heard you say train all year long. Now, say it real loud. Say train. Amazing. Now at Mini Masters, we have a train table. Train table. That is two words that start with the letter T. That's right. Now this is a train that I drew. Trains don't super look like this in real life, but that's okay. You know what it is. Now, did you know that trains were invented? They started being a thing. They started existing in 1802. That was a long time ago. That was like before you were born and before I was born and before your moms and dads and grandparents were born. It was like 200 years ago. Is that right? Yeah, it was like over 200 years ago. Math is good. Anyway, now there are a few different ways that trains run. Because what do we do with the train? Great question. we get on a train and it chug, 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 takes us somewhere else on a train track. It's like a way you could travel to travel instead of riding in your car or a bike or on an airplane. If you're just going across the land and you're not going across any water, you can go on a train. So people are moved on trains. The other thing that are moved on trains is like stuff. What's called a freight train. A passenger train has passengers, and passenger, that's a word that means someone who's riding on something to go somewhere. So we would be a passenger if we got on a train. So that's a passenger train. Now in a freight train has big cars, big train cars on it that hold different things. Like maybe it's got a whole bunch of couches on it and it's going to go drop them off at a couch store in Indiana or something. So it's got stuff on it to move from place to place. So if you wanted to know how some trains run, I could tell you that. And so I think I will. I'll tell you right now. A lot of trains that we ride on now, especially as passengers, if you've ever been on a train, they are electric. So they run on electricity, which is like the power that powers our houses and lights and our air conditioners in the summer and our refrigerators and stuff like that. But there's also something called a steam train. Now, a steam train uses something called coal or oil, and it heats up water. You make kind of like a fire out of coal or oil. That's something called fuel. You don't need to worry about this too much if you're not remembering it. But basically, you take this stuff out of the ground, and it's been there for a long time. And it's actually made out of old dinosaur bones and matter and stuff like that from way, way back. And because it's got all of that old matter in it, when you light it on fire, it generates a lot of energy. That's kind of like the energy of electricity that keeps our lights on and our houses warm with heat and stuff. And so that energy heats up water to a boil. I don't know if you remember us boiling things. And then it steams. Now, steam is that stuff that comes off of hot water. It kind of looks like fog. It kind of looks like mist. It's air that's kind of white and wet. And that steam, that white, wet air makes the train go. That seemed probably very confusing, but it'll all make sense one day. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Because you could just talk about electric trains and you could say, it's like my house. It's got electricity. Now, this is the engine car of a train. I want to talk about the different parts of a train. Trains have the engine. This is where the conductor or the driver of the train would sit and drive the train. There's a few other types of cars. There's a box car. A box car is a train car where you could store things. There's a passenger car, like we were just talking about, that probably has seats in it and you could sit down. And it probably has a place to put your suitcase or your purse or your brother or your dog Otis if you snuck him on the train. And then there's my favorite car that I wanted to tell you about, which is the party car. Oh, yeah. Now, if you're like Miss Meg and have ridden a lot of Amtrak in your life, they call this the cafe car. But I call it the party car because you can go there and you can get M&Ms and you can get snacks and you could get a ginger ale and some Chex Mix. And there's always something going on in there. There's always people to talk to. There's always other kids. There's always people having a good time in there. You might even hear some music. So I like to call it the party car. So next time somebody asks you, hey, what are the names of the cars on trains again? I don't remember. You could say, oh, well, that's easy. There's the engine, the box car, the passenger car, and the party car. Oh, yeah. And with that, I hope you liked learning about the letter T for train. And, whoa, I knocked my table. Trees. Come here. Come here really quick. Come close. Come closer. Come closer. We just talked about some like really smart stuff. We talked about like stuff that, like I said before, usually you don't learn till you're way older than like 2 or 3 or 4. And you know what? You just did such a good job. You learned all about trees and you learned all about trains, and it was kind of complicated and maybe you weren't listening for part of it, but I'm still very, very proud of you. And now with that, we're going to do some quick yoga. So stand up and meet me back here. Hi. And we're just going to be a tree today because I talked about trains and trees for a long time because I just got really excited to tell you all about them. So we're just going to be a tree. So what that means, pick one foot. I pick this one and stick it to the ground. Oh, it's stuck with glue. Then we'll take our other foot and we'll put it up here like this at the top and the inside of our leg. And then we can take our arms and we will make them branches today. And they can go like this. And we could maybe lose all of our leaves. Lose. They're falling. And we could say, I am deciduous. Can you say that? Say, I am deciduous. Great job. Now we could say, I am deciduous and I'm losing my leaves. Amazing. Great work. Now we will take this foot and we will stick it to the ground. Oh, it's stuck like glue. And we will magically unstick our first foot. Oh, it's up here now. And we will put it all the way at the top inside of our leg. And we will take our arms and they can become branches. And maybe we put our branches up here this time. And we could sway in the wind if we wanted, or we could stand still. And we could say, I am coniferous. Good job. Can you say it again? Say, I am coniferous. Great work. And we could say, I am coniferous. I don't lose my leaves. Good job. Now, we can bring our arms down and we can take our foot and put that down and maybe shake out all our sillies because we learned about so much boring big kid stuff today. And now we will look at our list of to-dos to make sure we did everything we needed to get done today. We needed to say hi, check. We needed to sing our circle time song with that guitar right there. And you know what? We did, and it was amazing. Check. We sang about the weather. We found Wally. We got him ready for his day. Check. We talked about the letter T for tuck and trees and trains. And you did such a good job. I'm really proud of you. I'm surprised you're all still here, to be quite honest. That was some smart stuff that you just really absorbed. Really proud of you. Check. We did some quick tree yoga. Check. And now it's time to end things with our repeat after me's. We're just going to do each one once today because I think you guys are really getting the hang of them. So much so that we might even start some new ones soon. We're building. So first say, I am safe. Great job. Now you could stand like a superhero if you wanted, like this, or like this, or like this. And you can say, I am brave. Good job. And now for this last one, you can hug your grown-up or your dog, Otis, or your cat, or your stuffy or your lovey or your pinky or your older brother, your older sister, or your older sibling, or your younger sibling. But I'm going to hug myself. So I'll put my arm out like this, and I'll put this one out like this, and then I will wrap them around, and we will say, I am loved. Yay! Good job. All right, grown-ups, I am sending out our Zoom snack invite right now. I am so very proud of all of you. As I've said, kids, for really learning so much stuff with me here during circle time. I'm also proud of all of you grown-ups for having these kids here and now. End of sentence. I love you all very, very much, and I'm so grateful for this time together. This was really fun for me, and I hope it was fun for you. Also, if there's ever something that you think it'd be interesting for me to talk about, like for example, Mateo, when I said he liked sharks, his mom told me that he said, oh my gosh, Miss Meg hasn't seen me in a while. I like trains now. So if there's something like that where something has gotten your attention, or there's something that a mini master really, really likes that is maybe new that I wouldn't know about from seeing them before, just let me know and I can maybe try to make that part of our lesson. And if not, that's okay too. I can come up with lots of things because I'm a giant child, but just if that would be special for you all is all, just let me know and I can build some of these around that so that we can all have things that we're excited about that will engage us to talk about. I've also been kicking around some Miss Meg field trip ideas that I don't know if I could do live, but might be cool extra videos for you all. So look out for that. But besides that, I'll see you in 10 minutes. I love you so much. I love each and every one of you. I hope you can feel it because I feel it real big. Yeah, I'll see you later.